The Mini 4 Pro has already been out for a couple of months now, and this is what I consider the best color profile, D-Log M 10-bit. So why do I love the 10-bit D-Log M color profile so much? Well, first, I think it's the easiest one to color correct and grade, and it also comes in 10-bit, which means you'll have 1 billion colors instead of 60 millions, which you'll get with 8-bit. And this means you'll have more dynamic range in the highlights and shadows, which allows you to get more detailed colors. And this is where my Signature LUTs comes in. Just hear me out. Unlike everyone else out there saying that these are the best Mini 4 Pro LUTs or these are the only LUTs you'll ever need, my LUTs are probably not the best LUTs, but my goal was never to make the best LUTs either, but these are the best LUTs for me. One is that I've saved so much money by only needing one LUTs pack for every device I got and every device I will get in the future. Two is that these works with any camera or profile, so I use these with all my action cameras, the Pocket 3 and my Sony a7S III camera. And 3 is instead of being controlled by the LUT, I control how the LUT should behave and look. So I basically spent more than 3 years on developing my Signature LUTs, which I believe is the perfect LUT bundle for the Mini 4 Pro and the D-Log M color profile, or any camera or any profile for that matter. To be honest, I was so tired of buying all these ready-to-go LUTs, or the best LUTs, or the only LUTs I'll ever needed, and find out that they all looked the same or they looked awful because they were either too oversaturated or too flat and didn't really have any specific changes other than basic saturation and vibrance changes. Maybe there was a slight tint added, but nothing that made me go wow. So I decided to make my own set of LUTs, which I believe is way better because they work in a different way, so you can get the most out of the footage that you capture. So first, a lookup table or a LUT is basically a term used to describe a predetermined array of numbers that provide a shortcut to a specific computation, or in other words, for color grading. A LUT transforms the color input values, which is the camera, to your desired output values, which is the final footage. In other words, a LUT is a color profile that you apply to your image to obtain a certain look or color. So instead of making the typical one-click LUT, which you see all over the internet, I developed a unique mathematical formula which boosts certain colors in your image whilst desaturating others and the other way around. So instead of being controlled by the LUT and the colors applied, you can decide for yourself how you want it to look. And there's also one thing that you should be aware of when it comes to these ready-to-go LUTs, and that is that the creator has typically made these LUTs based off of one or a few clips, and they were made as a final ready-to-go LUT based on the clip that this person shot. So for example, if I go out and shoot a video with my Mini 4 Pro and color correct the footage, then apply some additional grading and then save this as a LUT, it won't mean that the LUT will make your footage look as good, because I first had to color correct the footage, which will be different from place to place. And this could mean that your footage does not look exactly as mine because you didn't have the exact same camera settings that I used when I was making the LUT. So in order to get the best possible quality from your Mini 4 Pro when it comes to color grading, or any other drone for that matter, you have to go through a manual correction. Period. There's no way around it. Even if you use the normal color profile, you may want to add some correction to make the footage even better. But DJI has made this easier though by offering a D-Log M to Rec 709 conversion LUT, which helps a lot when it comes to correcting the image, or at least to get you on the right track. So if you decide to use the correction LUT from DJI, the only thing you have to do after is to apply my Signature LUT and adjust the slider to get your preferred look. And as for my personal favorites from this bundle, I gotta say Hawaii and Caramel. I think these are the best looking LUTs in this bundle, and these are what I use all the time, including the Sapphire LUT, which I use here in the studio with my Sony a7S III. And like I said, you can just move the intensity slider as you want to get your unique look, and I think this is what makes these LUTs better, because you're not limited to a certain look like other LUTs, and each LUT has a unique pattern, which means you'll get different color combinations within the same LUT. And another thing to note is that these LUTs are not only made for the Mini 4 Pro or the Mini 3 Pro. I use the same LUTs with my Sony a7S III, my X3, Action 4, basically every single camera that I have. So I developed these to work with any camera and profile, so it doesn't really matter what you record on or what profile you use, whether this is an iPhone, the X3, Action 4 or GoPro, and you can also use this with the normal color profiles as well. And here you only have to apply one of the LUTs you want and then change the intensity slider for a unique look. This bundle will not only make your footage look better, but I think it will look more unique than others. And it will also save you a lot of money and keep you from buying all these basic LUTs for each device you get. The LUTs are also compatible with every single editing software out there, like LumaFusion, Final Cut Pro, Premiere Pro, After Effects, DaVinci Resolve, CapCut, just to mention a few. And you'll also find a detailed instruction video on the product page, which you can check out before you grab a copy. And these are also instant downloads, so once you place your order, you will get a download link immediately. And if you want to learn more about these LUTs and LUTs in general, there is a link down in the description below, which you can check out before you decide to get them. But if you decide to get them, I'm 100% sure that you'll love them. So again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate everyone that decided to grab these LUTs last year. It really means a lot. And don't forget to tag me on Instagram if you decide to use these LUTs on an Instagram reel. And if you already have made a few videos that you posted here on YouTube using these LUTs, make sure to drop the link down in the comments below so I can check them out. So that's everything for today. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. And until then, take care and I'll catch you soon.